Okay, here we go. Mr. Field, template exercise, where you are going to start an OnShape model and shape and name stencil, please. I'm going to have you kind of make your own cool font for your name here at the top. Start with a rectangle that's 8 inches by 4 inches, and let's fill it up. It can be something that we can print, 3D print. And we'll also learn some of these constraints. So here's my little version. What I'm going to really quickly do is go ahead and no-show that one. I'll just create another one underneath, and we'll go for it. So select the sketch plane. I'm going to create it on the front plane in this case. So you see how this hovers over and puts a little tail here on the origin? And then I can drag this out. I'm just going to drop it because what I want to do is grab my dimension tool and just make this one 8 and this one 4. So maybe we can start up here with the name. So for me, I started my my M just like this with a big rectangle, but I want to hit escape. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Try this again. Center point versus a 2-point rectangle. So I'm just going to do 2-point rectangles in most cases in this exercise. And when you hover over the midpoint of any line, you can make a line from that. And so let me highlight the fact that this is a perpendicular rule. It's saying that these two lines have to be perpendicular to each other. Sometimes you have to hit this to show the rules and constraints that it's adding to sketches. And by the way, all the types of constraints are usually all over here. These little rules that apply to sketches. Sometimes they make our lives hard and we have to find them and delete them. So for example, if I want to move this line, you see I can't move it off the vertical anymore. If I wanted to, I'd have to actually highlight that constraint and delete it, and then I can do it, okay? So what I'm going to do here is create my N. So I just kind of come down here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it right into the middle, because what I want to do in this case is have it be symmetrical. So there we go. And then I'll go back and zip this stuff out, okay? Now, for my F, I can do a couple different things, a couple different tricks. But I'm sorry, this is Mr. So for my R, let me show you how I approach that on mine. So I came over here and hovered over the midpoint and also clicked it to the midpoint right there, and then dropped the leg right there. And then I trim this out. And then I wanted the round part of the upper part of the R to come off of here. So what I'm able to do is grab the 3-point arc tool. Here it is, 1, and then I actually go to the other side first, 2. Actually, I'm going to do it as an arc. I said 3-point, that was a 3-point circle. I'm going to do the 3-point arc. 1, 2. And I'm just going to let this one go all the way out and show you a trick here. One of the nice constraints we can do is tangency. I can make this tangent to this. And you see how it makes that come to an absolute 90 tangency at that point right there. So now I can go in and trim that out. And to finish my circle, I think I'll just do it.
I was wondering, I got a 50, and I.
Now, if I want to make these points coincident, I could do the coincidence. I could still make this point and this point the exact same. And then move it over there. I guess that's a good time for me to talk about concentric. You can also make things concentric. So I put it in a circle, for example. I can make them concentric. I'll type that one and that one. I'm going to put that one over there and make them have the same center point. The other fun thing I would like to do on this exercise is make all the lettering some kind of stencil. And so what I'll do to make a stencil here is just kind of and that's where I can come back in. So that there's no punched out holes in the lettering, so like stencil lettering. So please do some version of stencil lettering. For this one, what I'll do is I'll kind of show you another trick that I like to use in my sketching. Oftentimes. So I'm going to cut this one out for right now. And that's my offset, so I can do the offset. And finish off my F. So you'll see right here, I'm trying to drag this one further, and it's not letting me, and so I have to get rid of that rule here if I want to move. All right, my E, let's do an E real quick. I'm just going to put in my E. It's like now you see it's got that restraint out. So I wouldn't be able to move that up without affecting the other one. So that restraint, I delete it so I can kind of mod this stuff. You can also use this tool as a sketch tool, or fillet tool. And then I'll do my stenciling part of my lettering. As you see, I'm kind of just trying to be playful. Okay, now then also some shape templates in here that we could use for like sketching. So I'm going to put in some of these. Let's go ahead. You'll see I put in my polygon tool. I like a lot of times to size it up so it's like vertical here. And then when you move this around, you get different shapes. Pentagon. There we go. How about? Hey, Joe. How you doing, buddy?
Test that I got a 50 on. I don't think I was here that day or something.
All right, that one was a bit big. I'm gonna come in here and say, hey, why don't you force that triangle down to 1? Let's put in circle. Actually, I'm gonna do I prefer center point circles. What else could we put in here? We might as well talk about the fact that we could put in ellipses. And I'm going to put a few more. Oops, I think I was supposed to accept that. My bad. There we go. Oh, the ellipse not made without the selected points. I'm not good at ellipses. There it is. I got to make sure I define this. That's right. And then back to this tool. I'm going to make an octagon. There we go. What else can I make with this tool? I can actually make a square, I believe. Oh, there it is. There it is. Bam. Good. Now, I want you to also try and make this into a Texas star. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm just going to make a line. Oops. I'm going to make a line. There. And from there to there. Then I'm going to click over that midpoint right there. I'm going to go ahead and drop my line. And, I'm going to actually now create one. From over there it is. And then I'll extend this one. So there's a tool in here. Under the trim here, extend. I can extend this line. So this. And then bam, bam. I'll kind of clean this up a little bit. So I buried there it is, trim tool. All right, now I'm going to do a circular pattern of this. 1, 2. And I'm going to have to move the center of rotation to that center. And I'm going to change it from 3 to 5. There it is. Accept it with the left click. Hi. And then I'll take it out. And then I've got the Lone Star. Since I took my hexagon away, I'll also come in here and put it, but I gotta move my square. There we go. Put my hexagon back. Okay. Pentagon, sorry, pentagon. All right, that's a pretty good effort right there. And now what we can do is you'll see here that we can kind of pull this up and make a printable template that we can 3D print and use. And then share that with me, please, and turn that in. Great. That's it.